As the pushes farther to the coast, so that gives this low pressure system more opportunity to build in, and that's exactly what it's going to do. And you can see that surface disturbance is going to enhance our precipitable totals today and tomorrow, and working into Tuesday morning. So who sang the 1973 classic rock hit "The Joker"?
Oh,
Some people
wow.
call me the space cowboy.
Right.
This was in the 70s. Yep. For a while, it's just been hanging around, but it's slowly starting to push off to the northeast now. So we'll be getting some remnants of flurries due to that lake effect, because that body of water is warmer than that Arctic air that goes over it. So it's kind of picking up that moisture and lifting it into the area. Everybody, look at this water vapor. We can clearly see that warm tropical air coming from Hawaii, and it's like a freight train just coming into the central Midwest now, and they're getting a bunch of rain, and that's the same system that's going to be pushing into our area, giving us rain for the next 48 hours or so. So that big green blob is what I'm talking about. That's the rain that's headed our direction. Welcome back, everybody. We are cooking with Carrie from Apollo, and it's looking like a party favorite on this table. What's going on?
Yes, we are making something new to me called poolside dip.
Poolside dip.
Just a little.
We usually flow west to east, but since that semi-permanent high is there, these low pressures can't work off to the coast. So what they need to do is they need to climb up and over the top of it, which is why there's such a larger area. This is that high pressure system that's going to be building in for Saturday and then for a majority of Sunday. But what happens is there's a low pressure system to the north and to the south. So it's going to squeeze out that high pressure system, and then giving the opportunity for that southern flow to pump in that warm, moist air that we're getting right now once again. And that's what's going to give us that sporadic rain shower for the afternoon and then evening of Sunday. But as you can see in my current observations, to the north it is cool at about 48, 49 degrees. Central is seeing a little bit of sunshine, mid-50s, whereas our southern viewers are seeing plenty of sunshine and 60-degree weather. So a little bit of a crapshoot across the board for the viewing region, because that high and low are battling it out to see who's going to dominate the region, which is exactly what I'm going to talk about in my full forecast. Tons of weather on the way. Welcome back, everybody. It is about 55 degrees outside in Lima, and winds from the east at 13 miles per hour. A little bit of cloud coverage in central Ohio, but it should be a little bit more sunny to the south of us. As you can see here, look at this temperature gradient. 77 in Cincinnati, whereas in Detroit it's about 50 degrees. So what's happening is the high pressure is trying to build in at the same time as a stationary low. So that's going to be what's sparking Mother Nature to give us some thunderstorms for the next several days. As we can see, that trend continues. 84 in Cincinnati on Saturday, and it's 56 in Detroit. So very, very steep temperature gradient. Like you can see here, that cool, dry air wants to sink into the northwestern corner of Ohio, where that low wants to pump in that warm, moist southern air. So when it extends that stationary front, that's what's going to happen. It's going to spark the rain and spark those thunderstorms in the northwestern corner of Ohio. So for the next several days, plenty of chance to hear those rumbles of thunder and experience that moderate to heavy precipitation. By Sunday, about 2 a.m., it looks like a huge gravy train of just thunderstorms, one after another, and that's going to continue for the rest of the day and working into the evening hours for our Mother's Day, unfortunately, before we start to see that low finally begin to break up just a little bit and that high move off. So we'll get a little bit of a break on Monday and see more sunshine than rain. Here's a close-up play-by-play of exactly what I'm talking about. Thunderstorms aren't completely out of the question for today, but it looks like the models are pushing them farther north of the viewing region. So maybe in the overnight, our northern viewers could experience some rain, maybe hear some thunder, but for the most part, we'll see broken cloud coverage for tonight. And working into tomorrow, we won't start to see really any weather come into the area till about 10, 11 o'clock, and then that'll be very sporadic throughout the afternoon before those thunderstorm chances spark up again. Like I had said, about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning is when that gravy train is going to start, and we're just going to get hit one after another for the majority of the afternoon, pushing into Sunday, and then that's going to continue as well. Lots of cloud coverage, lots of rumbles of thunder are in my forecast. More so severe weather for chance on Saturday, but your weather specialist Marina Newman will have a better forecast for you. Today, high 70. I hope if we warm up, it seems to be that high pressure is dominating more than we thought it would. So it's a bit cool out there right now and breezy from the east at 15 miles per hour. Tonight, a low of 56. Wind shift to the south. We'll start to get more of that southern component. Warming us up to 75 tomorrow. We'll start to see those thunderstorms by the late morning, and then the winds will shift again to the northwest at about 15 miles miles per hour. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. It's looking pretty wet, you guys. Plenty of chance to hear rumbles of thunder throughout the entire week this week. And look at that roller coaster of temperatures. Like I said, as that high and that low battle out who's going to win, the cool air or the warm air, which is exactly why we're going to see 70s, mid-80s, back to 70s.
A lot going on.
A lot going on.
Busy forecast.
Mother Nature.
You
does
like
what she
this kind of
wants.
weather?
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. Welcome back, everybody. Water vapor is showing on this slide here that we are starting to dry out. We see that black line here. That's the start of the high pressure. Then we see that calm, darker gray pool in. Remember, the darker the color, the drier the air. So we are drying out as that high pressure builds into the area. And then just to coincide, this is the satellite radar. Very quiet, very dry. No clouds, no precipitation. And the winds are starting to calm right now. Temperatures are starting to warm back up. Finally, Lima's at 63, Ottawa 61, Defiance 64, Salina's up to 67, and Upper Sandusky's up to about 61. So we're all in the almost mid to upper 60s, and we'll stay put about that temperature for the rest of the day. As these high pressures build in, though, we'll start to slowly get that southern component back, which is going to funnel that warm air back into the region. So we'll start to warm back up as of tomorrow, back into the 70s and then maybe 80 as this low pressure system approaches the area. Though it's kind of a double-edged sword. We'll get warmer temperatures, but we're also going to get some precipitation. Right now, models are showing anywhere from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 p.m. is when it could start for various parts of the viewing region, but there are a couple of days for this to change. So stay tuned with us as we start to forecast and give you a better estimated time of arrival. Today, we're going to reach a high of 66 degrees. Those winds are from the northeast, 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it's a little bit more breezy than I'd like it to be, but those clear skies are making it quite mild and enjoyable. Not a lot going on tonight, a low 43, though those winds are going to calm as, again, that high pressure comes in full force for tomorrow. Winds are going to be calm at about 5 miles per hour. Beautiful, sunny, and 72 degrees. So not much to talk about for the next couple of days. My fun of the week is going to come on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, where I start to track those sporadic showers working into the area. They are calling for chance to hear some rumble of thunder already by Thursday. But again, we're a few days out, so I have more time to track it for you.
Okay, temperatures look good anyway.
Looking beautiful.
Thank you, Brad.